Hello and welcome to Mediocre Entertainment Monthly, where I talk about crap that happened during the past month. And it happens every second Wednesday of every month, though it hasn't happened for the past 2 months. So yeah, and I just talk about things in entertainment like music, well not music actually. Actually there might be a good topic to add in the future, but I haven't added that yet. But movies, TV, anime, games, YouTube, and comics and all sorts. But I haven't had anything movie and TV related just yet, and nothing to do with comics either this month. So let's go straight into anime. There's nothing really new other than I just saw Redline and I'm like, God, that animation is like for the eyes. Oh my, you guys got to see Redline just for the animation. It took 7 years to make, and oh wow. But that's not really news, is it? So yeah, forget about that. Let's talk about the next section quickly. And this section I'm gonna go briefly on because there's about 3 bits. It's a bit big, so we'll talk about the first thing in games. So let's talk about the Xbox 720s or the Durango's always online stuff. Basically, it's gonna have always online, possibly, yeah, always online, meaning that you'll have to be connected for it to turn on. And I think right now, while I am for cloud gaming, and I absolutely love cloud gaming, I don't think we're ready yet. I would love cloud gaming to like happen now, but the thing is, a lot of people's internets aren't really there yet, and it's just a bit silly of Microsoft. I don't want to believe it, but more and more sources point in that direction that it's actually going to happen, and I don't want to believe it myself. I want Microsoft to prove me wrong. Actually, no, not prove me wrong, because I still think that they won't do it, but they aren't that stupid. But I don't know. I'm hoping Microsoft will change. If they have gone through this, I want them to change. That'd be a good idea, because obviously it could mean something that Thea brought up, that companies could choose 720 due to being like always online DRM, there'd be anti-piracy and all that stuff. But obviously it probably won't do well in sales, but if it does do well in sales, then companies could easily turn to that, and yeah, it could be a bit devastating for the PS4 and even the Wii U, but there you go. Let's also talk about LucasArts closing down recently. Well, not really them closing down as such, but it's more Disney decided to shut down LucasArts and left all the people that worked there. Now, this is a little big because obviously LucasArts worked on a couple games that looked pretty decent, like Star Wars, was it 1313? I can't remember the name of that Star Wars game, but, oh, I peeked. But, you know, that Star Wars game, basically. The Star Wars game that was pretty, it looks pretty decent. There's not gonna be a Battlefront 2 either, which is a bit, sorry, Battlefront 3, not Battlefront 2, which was gonna be cool, but obviously, although that's just by LucasArts themselves, they decided to look at LucasArts profits and they just said, nope, we're gonna shut it down. And I can't really blame it too much, but that's what you get from being owned by Disney. Yeah, and of course, we have Broken Age announced. So Broken Age was a game by, well, it's a game by Double Fine. Now, it was formerly known as Double Fine Adventure, and it's basically their Kickstarter game. Well, it's just a standard Kickstarter game, isn't it? No, it's a pretty good, it had probably one of the biggest budgets on Kickstarter, like 3 million at the end of it all. $3 million, I think. Yeah, when their target was 400,000. That's pretty impressive. And they've been developing it, and it looks nice. It's a point-and-click adventure for you, you fools. So if you don't like point-and-click adventures, then well, that's your loss, I'm afraid, because it's just a fun. It looks fun in a way. Well, actually, I don't know if it looks fun. Actually, that's a lie. No, it looks good though. We haven't actually seen the actual gameplay, but knowing Double Fine, they will. Well, they're not the best at gameplay in my opinion, but they are brilliant at atmosphere and everything else, and gameplay will be good. Maybe not special, but good. So we have that, and of course we have an Oculus Rift demo with TF2, and my god, that looks good. I know, as you probably may or may not know, I am an Oculus Rift fan. I've been a fan since, well, when I mean fan, I mean I've just been really interested in the Oculus Rifts ever since it was founded on Kickstarter. Ever since Notch linked it on Kickstarter, and it looks really nice. Well, okay, what I mean is, everything about it just looks good, as in, how it works. Basically, it's a VR thing. VR goggles. And basically what it does is, well, it's basically VR but with a huge field of view and with head tracking, and you can turn and stuff, and it will work with games, and it's got 3D and stuff as well, so it's stereo, you know, it's that, and it's pretty damn cool so far. From what people have said, they said it's works really well. Of course, there are some kinks, and of course the developers of the Oculus Rift want to fix some kinks. They also want to add zero directional, which means if you move forward and back, you will lean forward and back will actually lean forward and back. But think of all the games that will work with it. And they won't work as well with third-person games, but with first-person games it will work brilliantly, and it would just work, well, really well, because, well, yeah, you want to do it on the camera, and so it looks pretty good. Developers obviously will have custom control options, and it will just work all fine, really. So that's a good thing. It looks weird, obviously, when looking from a camera, but they said it's pretty good, you know. And it will work with people with glasses, by the way. But if this works, the games won't necessarily become, as in, you won't get better at games as such. That's just a given, but they will become more immersive. And that's what I like about it. I love to be immersed in games, and immersion is always a good thing. With this, it just helps feel, because that's what it is. It's supposed to be an escape from reality, and it might feel real. That's just makes it all the better, eh? But yeah, I hope it does succeed. They're obviously gonna improve it, probably. We should probably add in as the access when they can, and such. But the devs kit's already out, and it looks all good so far. And now we'll go to YouTube, the final section. There's not much within the past month, other than this big April 1st prank by Google themselves. Now, if you're into, well, April Fool's Day, you'll know it's some people do some pretty lousy crap, some lousy pranks, but don't Google, they decided to go all out, and with all their expenses with them, all their money, and they decided to go and make a 12-hour stream announcing a load of videos. Basically, it's sort of, they said they were going to shut the site down, and basically in about 10 years, they were gonna, was it 10 years or? I can't remember, but I think it was 10 years, that peaking again. But yeah, I think it was 10 years, but they said that they were gonna announce the winner of the best video on YouTube. So yeah, of course the site's not shut down because you're watching this, and believe it or not, some people actually thought YouTube was shutting down. Believe it or not, even if it was on April Fool's Day, people thought YouTube were actually genuinely shutting down, which makes absolutely no sense at all. I don't know what you guys were thinking, but nonetheless, it was a good prank, and the fact they said out the names for 12 hours, Jesus Christ. Now, I'm assuming it's pre-recorded and just a live stream, but oh, even if it was pre-recorded, still, that is really impressive. But yeah, for now, guys, that's it for this month. I haven't really thought much this month, have I? Not as much as compared to other months, because it's like only like 8 minutes or so, which I'm also probably going to cut down anyway, so it won't be a long episode. Sorry about that, but I really haven't been, I just could not think of much that happened during this month. Obviously, in a few months' time, it'll be even better, but like June or July's episode, depending on, like, I can't remember if what day E3 is, but you know. But yeah, for now, guys, I shall see you in the next episode. So yeah, for now, goodbye.